Is it possible to make a barbecue pasta? Well, I think I've done it. This is a homemade pasta recipe, so you're making the pasta from scratch, sauce from scratch, and the meatballs also. I'm just grabbing some herbs from the garden. We've got parsley here, and put it in with some garlic. That's a pork and beef mince. That's 500 grams. They call it bolognese mix. It's about 50-50 beef and pork. Nutmeg is such a good addition to the mix there. So please put some in if you're going to do this. Just mash it with your hands for about 5 minutes and it should get like a real smooth consistency. And then make the meatballs as big as you want. Remember, these are going to shrink as you cook them, as they lose fluid. Get the fire started. Lump charcoal here. I'm going to put in some wood to get it smoking. Wine barrel oak. Cook I'll cook these meatballs with radiant heat. The baffle on. So this pasta sauce is very simple. Onion, garlic, basil, and tomato. We'll get those coals hot and put the pan on that just to saute off the sauce, the onions and garlic. I'm using 1 can of diced tomatoes and 2 whole tomato cans. You mash the whole tomatoes up as you go, and it just gives the sauce a bit of a fuller, rustic feel when you're eating it. And to let it saute, I'm going to put the pizza stone back over the heat and let it go indirect. After letting it simmer for about 30 minutes, I'm putting the meatballs back in, and we'll let it go for another 15 minutes. Handmade pasta, everyone. If you haven't done it, you must do it. This is not even pasta. It's like some other product it's just so much better than buying dried out pasta packet. And the pasta that you buy is great because it's really quick and easy to cook. But this doesn't take that much effort really. About 5 minutes of kneading just eggs and flour. You do have to wait a little while for the pasta to relax. That's an important step. That'll take a couple of hours sitting in the fridge. After you've let it relax, take it out, cut a piece off, flatten it out, and roll it out flat. Got a pasta machine, very easy. If you don't, you can use a rolling pin. Takes a little bit more effort when you're using a rolling pin, because the pasta does have a tendency to, after you've rolled it out, to sort of shrink back in. Go increasingly thinner. Change the dial from each level as you go through. No, I stop at level 7 and cut it, because you can go all the way up to 9 and then it'll be like super thin, but 7's enough for me. Now it will clump together, so make sure you dust it with flour when you're doing a big heap. Boil it, it'll only take a couple of minutes, and then you don't even need to drain it, just chuck it straight into the pot that you're going to put the sauce in with, and add a little bit of heat with it, and any fluid that you've got left in there will help make it stick together, make the sauce thicken up. And then there you have it. As beautiful as that looks, we have to do the taste test to see if it tastes as good as it seems. Now the smell here is so fragrant. You've got just this amazing smokiness that comes from the sauce and the meatball, and the sharp basil fragrance is amazing as well. Let's taste it. It is so incredibly delicious. The meatballs have a smokiness to them, and the nutmeg cuts through and gives it a rich flavor, a deep flavor. The tomato sauce has a hint of smoke in it, and the tomatoes are just fantastic, and the texture of the pasta just can't be beaten. Let's see what the other judge thinks. How is it, Millie? Is it good? No? Do you like it? No? Is it yummy? Honestly, this is the best pasta dish that I've ever done. It is so good. Highly recommended doing your own pasta if you get the chance. Thanks for watching.